got the win. Obviously, we were shorthanded today, and started out in the zone I was worried about us getting in foul trouble early on. The zone obviously wasn't very good for us, and we came out of that second half, our defense, because we did not shoot the ball well. I had to play, and per play, Tyson too many minutes, and that affected his legs to be 0 for 7. He had probably 3 or 4 of those wide open looks that he's going to make a high percentage normally. I was really excited, obviously, for Eli, the way he played. Thought he did a great job tonight. Not only scoring, but more importantly, defending and rebounding. He had 7 big rebounds and tied it with Eric. I thought that Holman's blocks were big. I thought Kegler's defense down the stretch. 23 is a heck of a player, Woodley. He's really good. I mean, he's a hard matchup because he's like a 6'3" power forward who's used to playing down there. He made a little jump hook over Eric Holman, who's our best shot blocker, who's long, like it was nothing, just body. I mean, he just knows how to play. He's good. He has 2,000 points in his career, so you know he's pretty good. But I'm glad to get the win, and hope that we keep getting healthy.
Why wasn't Lamar Peters available tonight?
Lamar, it was about 50 minutes to go on the clock before the game. I sent a manager over there in the pouring rain to his room, concerned about just his safety welfare. He was asleep. So when the manager went over there, I told him to stay. That's ridiculous. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Everybody has an iPhone that has an alarm on it. So put your alarm on. There's not. You already know he's been suspended once already this year. So it's just like it continues to happen, which is really disappointing.
What do you think of the minutes that Nick gave you off the bench?
Nick's minutes were great. I should have mentioned that. Nick Singleton hit one of our 2 threes tonight. Hit a big shot. Played good defense on Woodley. He might have played the best defense of anybody on our team on Woodley. I don't think Woodley scored on him during his time that he was on him. And Nick's going to get a chance to play. And you can see he's ready. Like he's in the gym last night working on a shot. I mean, he's like a great kid from a great family. Really excited for him in terms of his minutes and his opportunity and taking advantage of it and helping his team win.
How do you think Eli played in his first start?
He started 3 of the 4 games, and we started different lineups over in Italy. We were going to start more different, but IJ got sick, so we were limited because Mario wasn't eligible yet to play, and so he started 3 to 4 games over there, and played really well for us. So I think this is a big confidence boost for him, the way he played, and I think this is going to lead to good things moving forward. And yeah, he made a big shot, from about the foul line, a little extended late in the game. But what I was excited about was his rebounding. Getting 7 boards. That's something that in the previous game to this, he had 2 rebounds in 79 minutes. So he gets 7 rebounds tonight in 32 minutes, whatever he played. And that's really important for us.
What did you think about IJ kind of taking over down the stretch?
Yeah, that's what I expect a senior point guard to do. He made great plays and was really tough. Really proud of IJ and how he's been a really good leader, a positive leader for these young kids. And you can see how young we are. I mean, we had scout reports where, we knew 10 as a shooter, and he ends up making a 3 on us, where we're not out there, where we should be. 20 is going to drive right. And so our young guys this is all learning, and, to carry over for the future, we've got to keep learning and learning quickly.
What did you see on IJ's 3 there in the second half?
I was excited. I think it was 61 all, and it went 64-61. Is that right?
I think it was. I'm not sure.
It was a tight.
It was tied. Yeah, it was
57-56.
What was it?
57-56.
We were down.
No, you were up 1, and that made it 60-56.
Oh yeah, you're correct. I got it. That was huge because they called a timeout right away, and we wanted to make sure we're playing without fouling. I think Woodley came down and hit a 3 on us, if I'm not mistaken, to cut it back to 1. Right?
That's correct, and then had a dunk.
So, our guys, hung in there, and I'm happy for them.
IJ said that you were telling him to get the ball inside on that
Yeah.
3-pointer? Is that where you telling him
Yeah,
that?
we've got to get better at feeding the post. We're not, the kind of post feeding team we need to be, whether it's man or zone. We've got to get better at feeding the post, looking and seeing that guy inside. It's something to work on, something to talk about, but, it just takes time. I mean, we've got all these young guys playing that, we've got to learn to get better at seeing and then feeding it. We've got to get better at sealing and holding the guy off inside as well. But we had some good post feeds. Eric scored 3 of his 4 baskets in half-court offense all around the basket. Mario had at least 1, maybe 2. So Schneider had 1. We've got to get more post feeds for Schneider where he can go up and look the score. He had the one that the ball came right to him. It just surprised him. It was a big turnover. Lucky that we survived that.
How did you see the offense improve or decline in game 2 without Q?
Yeah, we've lost a lot of ability to put the ball in the basket with Q in these last 2 games. And the one positive note is that Xavier Stapleton had his first practice yesterday of the year, and he practiced for 40 minutes and really looked good. I mean, just watching him, I got so excited. He actually landed awkwardly one time on his bad knee and was fine at the end of the deal. And he gets to go for an hour of practice time here on Wednesday. So I'm hopeful that we're going to be very careful with him, and hopefully he'll be able to play some minutes for us here right before Christmas and start working into earning some minutes, which obviously we need.
Do you envision Q being out to practice at all? I know he's shooting a little bit. What is
Yeah,
he able to do?
you know what? There's yet to be determined here.
Can you, in the first half, y'all shot 6 free throws, in the second half 14. Is that something we talked about at halftime?
Getting it inside more, and we got some stops, so we're getting the ball attacking the rim in transition, and we got fouled on some transition attempts going to the basket. So they shot 33% second half. They made 2 threes to start the second half. So from that point forward, they had to be below 30%, and that was real positive for us.
Will you reevaluate Peter's status?
Yeah, I'm
over
going to
the
talk
next
to him
game?
tomorrow. I'm not going to make any decisions here about what moving forward with him until I've sat and talked with him. I know that one of my assistants spoke to him, and he was obviously very apologetic and disappointed in himself, but it is what it is.
Mario entered tonight shooting 33% and was 4 of 12. What do you think he needs to do to up that shooting percentage?
He had a couple good looks. Like the first play of the game, he had a drive. Instead of going off of 1 foot, he's missed that shot. Same shot 3 times now in our last 3 home games. It's just going to go off of 2 feet and make sure I either get scored or get fouled or get it blocked. Those are the 3 options you have. He had some good looks. He had a wide open 3 I thought was going to go in for him. I think he'll be fine. I'm not worried about his shooting. I think he's a good shooter.
If you looked at Oregon State at all, know anything about them?
I saw them on TV against Tulsa. I know he's a really good coach. They were in the tournament last year. They had everybody back from that team except for their Gary Payton Jr. from a year ago. They're long, they're athletic, they're big, they're well coached. They'll play a lot of zone as well as some man. They run good stuff. It's going to be a big challenge. They're good. They're going to be a tournament team potentially.
Okay.